Hey everyone, Brian Porter here at the Porter Pickup Shop. I just want to share a little quick review on the PRS SE Swamp Ash Special. Now, I've been eyeing this blue color for a while. I used to have a Schecter USA Custom Shop. It was one of my first expensive guitars that I got that was a Swamp Ash blue. And so once this came out, it really reminded me of that guitar in many ways. And so I had to have it for not only just to mess around with, but for the shop. So what I'm going to talk about today is a couple things that we want to do with this guitar. We have kind of a multi-tiered plan for this guitar to showcase our pickups. And also I just wanted to talk mostly about, for any of those of you that are watching that are curious about these guitars, kind of the quality. I was really drawn to this because it's different. I think I typically like kind of the different type of guitars where, you know, maybe some people are kind of weirded out by the maple neck with the birds. I really love the color. I just feel like they did a great job matching the three pieces. You can see on the end there, hopefully that shows up in the camera, but there's three pieces of wood, but they did a really good job of grain matching these, and kind of love the HSH configuration. This has all sorts of crazy switching. You can look that up online. I'm actually not really here to talk about this guitar pickups necessarily because we are a pickup company. We are planning on overhauling this as soon as possible. I will give a couple quick thoughts here before I show you what we're going to put in this first as a little teaser, something we're excited about releasing over the next couple weeks, hopefully as we can, and hopefully as everything goes well. I had really zero problems with most of this guitar, most of just kind of the general fit and finish. Everything's really clean. It came with really good action. Everything was set up really nicely out of the box. The tremolo is very smooth. I like that you have a locking option or a tightening option for the tremolo arm. It looks like there's 4 springs in the back, which gives it a nice beefy feel to it. You could pull one of those springs off if you wanted to, just you wanted to kind of keep it a little bit more smooth. Really do like the switching options. If you don't have the knob pulled, you've got kind of a 3-way with just the humbuckers. So in the middle you have the outside 2 humbuckers. And I won't get into the switching of this. You can look that up if that's what you're curious with. I will say my one quick criticism / negative thing, and I think this is happening with most guitars in this price point, in kind of even the sub $1,500 price point, is the ends of the frets were very sharp when I got it. That was like the frets were overhanging slightly. You know, maybe the maple shrunk. Typically maple's not going to shrink like rosewood is, but there was a little bit of overhang that had to be cleaned up, and I did a little bit of round over on the fret ends as well with a fret end file. I kind of prefer this to feel a little bit more rolled over. So the way I did that was took a fret eraser and kind of hit the ends, kind of almost beveled the ends with about 1,000 grit fret eraser, and then I kind of did the round over just to make it really comfortable. Ends up putting just a slight round over on the end, and I'm not too worried about that because this is a satin neck. That's one other thing I really like about this guitar. The satin neck feels great. So I've spent probably about 30 minutes on the frets. Really wasn't that extensive of oversprout or overhang or however you want to call it. It really wasn't that big of a deal, but it was enough to kind of notice. If you're a thumb over player, you're kind of feeling that. If you're coming down the end of the fretboard on the underside here, you're gonna feel that a little bit. So you may have to work a little bit on that on these guitars. I'm not saying it's going to be on every single one of these guitars, but that was just one area I thought could be improved. But again, I'm used to putting these things on the bench and having to do that before we dive in. So let me show you the pickups that we're thinking of putting in these as a little bit of a teaser announcement. Okay, so back over here, I'm going to show you these pickups. They've got a little plastic on the top here, but these are going to be our very cool Gatekeeper version of kind of a hybrid set that we've done before. This is sort of like an overdrive type model, a hybrid between the overdrive and the classic underneath the hood. And we've got the beautiful rails, and we got like the open nickel cover. We wanted to release this as a Gatekeeper set, not only to keep that price point at $99 a set. Again, our Gatekeeper set, if you're unfamiliar, those are made in Indonesia to our specs. Really great factory. We work directly with the factory, kind of getting them within our specs and within the quality and the sound, and trying to offer the most bang for the buck in the pickup industry. So these are coming up. These are going to go in this guitar. We're going to really play around with this set. We're going to let you guys know how they sound in that specific guitar. This is a set we tried in one of our Relish guitars a ways back, and we really like the sound of it. but with the relish mounting bracket system, we couldn't get them to adjust too far because they sat pretty high in the guitar. So now we're going to kind of give them a full workout. This is the process that we go through when we create new pickup models. When we release something, we kind of go through, put it in this Swamp Ash special that I showed you earlier. We'll put it in kind of a Les Paul style, maybe something else, kind of to give us a good flavor profile. But these are coming soon. We're going to show you some demos here in the next few weeks, and then we're going to also offer a pre-order for these pickups. So if we get enough people to pre-order, we'll get a big batch of them coming, and you can get them for a great price. Again, $99 a set of these pickups. And if you like them, if you're curious about them, go ahead and leave some comments below. But we'll get these in this guitar within hopefully the next week or so and share with you guys the sound. So be watching for this specific guitar to pop up, and you'll see it looking a little different than it does stock, and that's the point. We want to show you some cool new pickups that we have here. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any more questions about this guitar, I'll answer as many as I can. Again, this is a shop demo guitar for our pickups, so we are not necessarily showcasing the sound. If you're waiting for the sound, you're going to have to find another video, but we're going to show you the new sounds when we get our own pickups in this guitar. But overall, very happy with the guitar. Very stable, seems to be staying in tune. I haven't really wailed a ton on the tremolo, but just a small amount of changes, it's feeling really good. I think it comes stock with 9s on it, which I'm fine with. They feel good. Feels like you can move around, do the bends and the slides on it really well. So overall, really impressed with the guitar. Awesome bang for the buck. I did even find it for under $600, I think, on Reverb, if I remember right. So you can find good deals on these, even way, a couple $100s below what they're selling for new. And this one arrived in almost perfect condition. I found just maybe a couple tiny little dings, and I saved myself a couple $100. So check it out on Reverb if you're interested in this specific guitar. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will include a link to our website below. If you're finding this video and you don't know about us, Porter Pickups, you can check out our website. We have all sorts of pickup options available for upgrading your existing guitars. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you next time.